Hello and welcome to the 2016 SMPTE elections. I'm your host, Ryan Salazar. Today we have Richard Welsh, candidate for Education Vice President. How are you, Richard?
I'm very well.
If you would, please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Richard Welsh. I'm CEO of Sundog Media Toolkit, which is a cloud post-production software company. My previous roles were Head of Operations at Technicolor UK and Director of Digital Cinema for Dolby. I also have a degree in media technology and an honorary doctorate in technology.
So please share your SMPTE experience and how the Society has benefited from your participation.
I first became a SMPTE member to get involved in digital cinema standards, and I was very active in the digital cinema frame rate group and the subtitling group, looking at 3D subtitling. Subsequently, I was appointed to the board of SMPTE as a regional governor for Europe, Africa, Middle East, and I worked in that role for 5 years. And more recently with SMPTE, I've been working on conference programming. I'm the chair of the Future of Cinema Conference at NAB, and I'm also the organizer and chair of the HPA Tech Retreat UK, which is a new conference. During my time as a board member, I was also involved in the establishment of a UK section, which then grew to over 500 members. So now in a few years has gone from a new section to actually being a region in its own right. And I also instigated the establishment of the first SMPTE student chapter in the UK at Solent University.
All right, Richard, why are you the right person for this job?
I'm very passionate about education. I have spent time as a university lecturer. At Sundog, I'm actively engaged in supporting universities with their work in motion picture and television technology, both in the UK and in the US. At SMPTE, I've worked really to improve our engagement with higher education, including, as I mentioned before, setting up a student chapter in the UK and working again with universities and students at various events that SMPTE has put on. I've really been pushing to modernise the conference programme, which is a key part of our education strategy, and particularly in my role as Future of Cinema Conference Chair. And I've also worked to extend our geographic reach with that conference programming, particularly with the new HPA Tech Retreat UK. So I believe really with my direct experience in education and my commitment to the continuous improvement of SMPTE's conference programme, I am the right person for the role of Education Vice President.
Okay. And Richard, what is the one goal you believe the Society should work towards? And if elected, what are your plans to accomplish this goal?
Well, I think there's a clear need for our industry to engage more at the high school and university level. We need to do this to address two important challenges for the motion picture and television industry. There's a skills gap in graduates who are coming out of university being both media technology and IT savvy. We need that particular ability to navigate both the kind of a code environment and hardware in terms of things like cameras and TV technology and film technology, which is becoming more and more tightly integrated. And secondly, we really need to address the issue of the diversity of graduates in terms of ethnicity and having good gender balance in our graduates. I'm already actively working to increase diversity in the conferences by having good representation in our committees and in the programming across age, race and gender. And I want to see deeper engagement with higher education establishments to educate about careers in our industry and educate the establishments themselves about the skill set we need to fulfill those roles. Alongside that, we need to have a strong and clear message about diversity. And I believe the industry needs SMPTE to lead by example in this area. And so that would be my primary goal if elected.
Again, Richard Welsh, candidate for Education Vice President of SMPTE. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much, Ryan.